So, you think about this. Is the Diddy trial about to wipe out what's left of Hollywood? This trial is already turning out to be everything we imagined and a whole hell of a lot more. And if the first 2 days of it are any indication, then the next 8 weeks or so, maybe even 10 weeks, are going to be unforgettable, to say the least. 8 months after he was arrested, the federal trial of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs kicked off this week in Manhattan. The charges he faces are massive, including sex trafficking, coercion, and racketeering. Well, they've sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment industry, to say the least. And folks, let me tell you this. This is a very disturbing story, even worse than a lot of us expected when we heard about the feds finding something like 1,000 bottles of baby oil in Diddy's mansion. So here's what's happened so far. Get you up to speed. The atmosphere at the trial has been explosive. Diddy's daughters apparently walked out during explicit testimony right from the very start. Details are pretty graphic, disturbing even. So, hide the kids, hide the wife. We're going to get into it. The trial has been X-rated right out of the gate. The prosecutors have painted a very dark, sick picture of what Diddy has done, allegedly, and of what he's capable of doing if he were to go free. Hearing some of these details makes you fully understand why the judge repeatedly denied Diddy to be released on bail, no matter what the price offered by Diddy's lawyers, including $100 million at one point. Judge says, no, staying in jail. Prosecutors allege that Combs used his fame, his wealth, his multimedia empire to coerce and threaten women and prostitutes into a decades-long scheme involving sex trafficking and violence. They claimed that he lured these women with promises of romance or career opportunities, only to then force them into what prosecutors are calling, and Diddy called himself, freak-offs. Essentially, what those are, they're sexual performances that are drug-fueled, involving, a lot of times, male prostitutes. Sometimes these were recorded in order to blackmail anyone who participated in a freak-off. We don't know all the names yet, but we might. But something tells me that will send a missile right through the music industry in Hollywood. So the prosecutors say that it was during these freak-offs when Sean Combs, or Diddy, would abuse the women in his life, including his former many, many years, in like a decade or more, his girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. Now, the expression, the devil's is in the details, takes on a whole new meaning here. Many of us have seen this horrifying, brutal video of Combs that leaked and went viral that show Sean Diddy Combs in 2016 beating up and dragging Ventura by the hair in a hotel lobby in Los Angeles. Just watch this. There's Combs. There's Ventura, his longtime girlfriend, throws her down, right? Kicks her in the head. Kicks her in the head. Now, folks, the defense, Diddy's defense, we hear is going to go for, well, these girls were complacent. They were complicit. They were willing participants. Does Cassie Ventura, as she's dragged around the corner in that hotel lobby on that surveillance video, does she look like she's complicit in what Combs is doing to her right there? It's truly disgusting, vile things he was doing. He did right there on camera. The security guard who took that footage testified that he found Cassie Ventura with a black eye, and that Sean Diddy Combs offered that security guy a bribe to shut up, to stay silent. Again, these assholes in Hollywood always think they're going to get away with it because they had their power, their money, but they are truly despicable. Man, then on Tuesday of this week, Cassie Ventura herself testified, took the stand, and revealed some more of the explosive stuff. Now, Cassie's like 8 months pregnant. Ventura said that Combs used to smash her in the head. He dragged her along the floor, kicked her, and stomped on her head. Not just in that video, but he did it time and time again. Makes us sick even saying this stuff out loud. Ventura also said he characterized the drug and alcohol-fueled freak-offs as part of her job, and said she became more and more frequent during the relationship, the beatings and the sexual encounters like this, which went on for over a decade. She says that at the end of the relationship, these sessions were all consuming, and most of her time was spent enduring those sessions, those freak-offs, or recovering from them. 2 other women are expected to come forward and testify, as well as some of the male prostitutes. And this is the detail that has shocked America and the world. One male escort, Daniel Phillip, who already testified, and this is the testimony that Diddy's daughters walked out during, unsurprisingly. Well, he detailed some pretty graphic, gruesome things. He said that he was paid thousands of dollars to have sex with Cassie Ventura while Diddy watched. Combs also asked this male escort, Daniel Phillip, to urinate in Ventura's mouth. And he says that he witnessed Combs' physical abuse, like when Combs threw a bottle at her, hit her in the head, and dragged her into another room. Now, before we get into what this might mean for Hollywood as a whole, let's talk about what this means for Diddy himself. What are the charges? Combs is facing 5 felony counts. He has 1 count of racketeering, conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. So if convicted, he could face life in prison. But he will at least face a minimum of 15 years for just the sex trafficking charges alone. And it looks like the prosecutors are presenting compelling arguments for all of the above so far. The defense wants us to believe that Diddy's sex life is private, weird but private, and that Cassie Ventura, among others, well, they were acting consensually the whole time. They want the jury not to act as moral police. I'm sure more disturbing testimony lies ahead. I'll say this for now. And I will, of course, say more in the next few days and weeks as the trial continues. It's very rich for Hollywood that spent years preaching and pushing their woke and liberal agenda, refusing to be called out for their evil and their bullshit. The same self-righteous ivory tower crap they've been dishing will and is coming back to haunt them. I'm almost certain that this story is not limited to just Diddy. I'm going to guess there's going to be a lot of big names that are revealed over time. There are sure to be higher ups on the totem pole of Hollywood that will reveal many of these people were part of that whole conspiracy, the racket. They were all participating. By the way, many of whom overlap with Diddy freak-offs and Epstein Island visits. These pieces of pieces of crap will get what's coming to them eventually. We will stay on it. Stay with us.